Okay, are we on here? All right, let's get things going. Pew! All right. AWS, where you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. So it looks like this thing with the IAM Identity Center is new, within the last year or so. And so that might be the confusion. So it looks like AWS is trying to move people away from access keys and into more tightly integrated things so that they can have their tentacles wrapped around you more tightly. I want my $2. Okay. So anyway, what I'm going to try to do, I will try to log in with the command line tool using the user that I created. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't work, then I will just create the AWS access key. Actually, I think I should just skip ahead to that. I think I just need to create the AWS access key via the root because this tool is not up to date with all the latest, I think. But then I don't know what this is about here. So I need to provide access keys to an infrastructure. I don't think that's mentioned in the README. Let's see if it says anything here about, DynamoDB, hosted zone. Needed in the config files. These don't look like they're needed in the config files. I don't know what this. I don't know what. We're just gonna try running it. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try running it. I had some documentation for how to install AWS. I'm gonna see the command line tool. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that over. No, was that? Hold on. Okay. Okay, good. Wait. Dang it. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead on my other screen and log into a system where I installed the command line tool and then just look at the logs and see if I can figure out what command I ran to get it installed. Oh. I think I had to install an IoT Connect package. Command-V AWS. Where's that coming from? User local. Okay. So I use some sort of Amazon tool to install it. Because it's installed into a system directory, not into a user directory. So I don't think the way that I installed the AWS tools here is the way they install it. Oh, heaven help us. can I not just get a simple tarball that I can move into a folder? AWS, CLI, install. Yeah, Linux. All right. Okay. So this is probably what I need right here. Okay, this may not be so bad. It's a little confusing. Okay. I'm too old for this. I'm an old soul living in the new age. I could get this on Webby now. Well, that's the good news. Oh no. It's just a packaged Python? Ah. Okay, let's just see what happens if we run this command. I don't know. Where are we at here? Okay, dash incubator DevNet. And my hope and expectation is that this, okay, unable to find credentials. Okay, so login maybe? Nope, okay. AWS CLI login. Okay. I don't understand what this is asking of me. Session name. I don't know. Boo? Not a valid start URL. What does it say here? What the SSO URL is? Dashboard, maybe? Access portal URL? Maybe. Issuer URL? SSO? Do we have an SSO URL? SSO? SSO issuer URL maybe? I don't know. Region? What region are we in? US East 1? Registration scopes? Do we have anything about scopes here? That doesn't make any sense, but let's take a look. How is that owned by root? Oh, maybe because Docker created it? It's probably created by Docker. All right, let's try that again. My SSO session 1. What? Okay, I'm just gonna... Alright, we're not going that route. Okay, root access it is. So I'm gonna need to go do this off screen. We're gonna take all this away. Okay. I'll go back to dashboard. Oh no! Oh no! It's not showing me the quick links anymore. That's garbage. Oh, stupid responsiveness. Instead of being under, it turned it into a grid. It's in a different place. Okay. I understand a root access key is not the best practice, but I still want to create one. Dagnabbit? Because I don't know what else is to do. Hmm. Alright, I don't really know about an AWS profile. You can use an ASW profile instead of ASW credential. Okay. I don't know what an AWS profile is. I'm guessing that's the thing with the CLI tool, but I don't know how to log in. Oh. Okay. Good to go. I'm just going to get rid of these.
This was a triumph. Making a note here, huge success.
I did a thing. Let me see what I named that thing over here. Okay, so I think that was the... No idea what this means. Hmm. Okay, name, caller reference. Ah, flip. So I think this means that we have to buy a domain through Route 53. So it is. It's kind of weird. We have to purchase a domain in order to use AWS for DevNet, but we can't use the domain for referencing the nodes. So why do we have to do this? Also, I think I might need to upload... I'm thinking I would have to upload my SSH key. No? SSH key? Okay, I might have to go into the... Okay, this is app at devnet1.local. Okay, hold on. Okay, so just notes, upload SSH key goes here, I think. Okay, I think that worked. I just did that for the root account. Alright, so that's something else that hopefully is done. Okay, so I'm confident-ish. I'm fairly confident that I can just run this to create the... Oops. Crapola. Um, maybe we could do a delegated zone from our dash incubator .app account. Let me see about doing that. I would like that. Okay, so we've got dash incubator.dev. And we could manage DNS records. And then I think what we can do is we can just put an NS record. But in order to do that, we need to, I guess I got to log into Route 53. Register domain, transfer domain, create hosted zone. Configure resolvers. All right, so I'll just go here and so we'll put in dash incubator.dev. Okay. So these are the name servers. I'm just gonna save this. All right, so I'm gonna delegate this zone in name.com. See, and check this out. So this is one of the things I was talking about. So AWS is spanning across political and root name server boundaries. So this is technically you shouldn't do this in this way because this is out of Bailiwick. I don't know if that really has any negative consequences, though, other than it takes the initial resolver like an extra request or two to look something up because you are hosting a .dev on a .co.uk or .net or whatever. And so you would want .dev to have the name servers for -incubator.dev listed there, but because you have to go look them up somewhere else. So then you have to go do queries to these TLDs to then get these, whereas otherwise you would have already done the query to get here, and so you'd just be doing the queries off of the same server. And I guess I don't remember exactly what it is, but best practice, which in this case may actually just be junk, it might just be nonsense, but best practice is to keep the domain in Bailiwick for your name servers. But for other reasons discussed, I think that this is truly the better strategy because you're spanning lots of boundaries. You are taking advantage of the decentralization and resiliency of the system when you follow this sort of pattern. Now, obviously, in the case of AWS, everything that they're hosting is on their own services, but they're spanning a lot of places. Okay, so I've put all 4 of those name servers, I've delegated aws.-incubator.dev to these name servers. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe we can just run the deploy now. Oh, I did want to see how it created that. Yeah, so it ended up being DevNet, AJNet. Okay. Oh! Wait. Why is it using the old Dashmate version? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Why are we on an old version? That's not going to be good. Version 1.0 dev. Why updated 3 weeks ago? Where's the most recent commits? The most recent commit is 3 weeks ago. Okay, so this is just out of date. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see if the deploy works. Fingers crossed. All right, so apparently we need to make this a Git repository. Configuration. Okay, Git init. Why is this so slow? Okay. Dang it. Yeah. See here. Okay, is there something else I'm missing? Main domain. Okay. Okay, we've got the domain, we've got the Dynamo table. But I'm not reading out loud. I'm kind of towards pumpkin hour. Just I'm a little down about this. It's a lot of work, you know. And then for it to just like that's all I get is just get error. I will look through issues for this though. There already could be something about this. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that I mean, just to that's got me down a little bit. I've reported the issue. With that, I think I will just call it a night because I just not sure where to go from here yet. Yeah, I'm gonna need feedback on that, and I don't feel like getting into setting up DevNet the way that I would set it up. But maybe probably not tomorrow. Maybe Monday. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but there's some other work I think I want to catch up on tomorrow. So we'll see. But I think I can set up a DevNet from the other documentation that I have. But I hate AWS. I hate it so much. It makes me depressed because, well, this talk. Jonathan Blow, Preventing the Collapse of Civilization. I might fall asleep to this tonight. Maybe not. I've got an audiobook I want to listen to, but this is... I'll just copy the title here. This is the full one? Hold on. Okay, this is the real one. I think this is... I don't know what that one was. I'm going to link this other one because I think that this is actually the real one, the canonical one. Because I'm pretty sure that he was at this conference. Anyway, there you go. one of the things he talks about is you can't just. Like our civilization. Yeah, see, you can see on the thing there, it says dev gam. And this is dev gam. This is 4 years ago. This is 4 years ago. That's kind of weird. Software is in decline. Yeah, this is another one of his. I think this is actually just cut from the other one. What went wrong in software development? Yeah, there's all kind of the same stuff. But essentially, his point is, you can't just. We're getting to a point in our society where, especially in software, but in lots of other areas as well, you can't just anymore. You know, you can't just use a simple means of doing something that's worked for, in the case of software, only decades, but in other cases, hundreds of years or whatever. You can't just do the simple thing anymore. There's lots and lots and lots and lots of complexity. What do we need to do for this thing? Is, as best as I can tell, what we need to do to set up a DevNet is take a text file, template it a bunch of times with different port numbers, and then start each of those services. And there may need to be many instances of many services, but then when it was dash core, it was just dash core. It was like one binary that has to run. It had to use 3 or 4 different ports, but it's one binary. Now with Evo, it's like, it's the dash core, and it's drive, and it's Tendermint or Tender Dash, and it's DAPI API, and it's DAPI core streams, and it's Envoy. And then if you want the SSL, or the TLS, I mean, because SSL actually doesn't exist anymore, or I mean, it does, but you can't use SSL in a browser or something like that, because it literally will reject it because it's vulnerable. You can easily, there's significant vulnerabilities with SSL. SSL is not just deprecated, is not allowed, is blocked. TLS is the replacement for SSL, but people have been calling it SSL it's been called TLS, I think, longer than it's been called SSL, but people often, anyway, the point being, then you got have the caddy with that too, and then I think there was maybe another service. I was trying to map out the services earlier. Let me see. I made like a doc, which services start in which order. So there's dash core, DAPI core streams, drive, Tinder Dash, DAPI API, caddy envoy, So like all of these things need to have config files and to be set up with a service service unit file. So then, I mean, that's fine. In the case of caddy and envoy, you don't actually need to have multiple instances of them. You can just add more lines to the config file to account for the things that they need to connect to. In the case of all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you need basically 5 config files, and then you need to run these 5 instances for each. So you template it out and you run the instances. So if I needed to run 3 master nodes, 3 Evo nodes, 1 miner, that takes us up to 7. So then I would be running 35 services, which it's not that bad, right? Because you get it, you template it out for the one, and then you template it out for the other 7. So you get all of this stuff to automate the process of setting it up once with the 5 services, and then you just make that happen 7 more times. And with these, you just get the total number of things, and then you. Anyway, I think I would have made more progress going this route. What exactly? I believe Tender Dash is the thing that's the most finicky. Next time I see it was either that or Drive. Next time I see it happen, I will post back the logs. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Have a good one. Adios.